It's more hot, humid, rainy, and buggy than any other summer we've experienced since living off grid, and that has been ruling our lives. The bigger projects have taken a backseat, and we've shifted to accomplishing what we can in the evenings when the sun finally sinks behind the trees. Come along this week as we try to stay cool while harvesting, preserving, and continuing to add to our handmade wardrobes.
I've been looking for you all my life, and
Our kitchen is still a sewing facility. Okay? We have had a factory going on here, but I also need to preserve all this cabbage, so double duty. All of this will go, this is a chicken bowl. I'm about to crack a bunch of eggs and freeze them. And I'm just going to label this just in case.
In case we forget what's in there. We have an abundance of eggs at all times. And also this pretty speckled one. Have we had one like this before?
Yeah.
Like from these chickens?
Yeah.
It's nice. This isn't even all of the eggs. Oh, you need a bowl for that. Hold on. Three, 6, 9. Yeah. So this has 1 dozen eggs in it. Right here we have about 4 dozen eggs going into the freezer. And if you can believe it, we still have more than that. Crazy that all the pink and purple beans turn green.
Oh, that is what happened to yellows. Is yellow.
Thing.
I didn't realize that. That's sad. So cute. Pack those green beans in.
I see. Biggins. Wow. Look at oh my god, this one is so huge. Any weeds. Come on, I thought they were going out to the awning. We just got back home and are doing a garden tour, and it's insane. Everything is just like doubled in size since we've been gone. How long were we gone for? 9 days. A lot can happen in the garden in 9 days. Oh, those are alive. Wow. Show me what you have here. How many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 6.
Beautiful. Coming home to tomatoes is nice. Oh, there's some cherry ones. Look at, oh my gosh. This tomato is going to take over the greenhouse. Oh, really?
Yeah, there's some big. They're big.
My phone is in your pocket. I don't know. Show me your.
It's a nice red one. That was really good.
See, I feel like it's gotten real saturated. I mean, like it hasn't been super wet in here. You need a basket.
this guitar. Ooh, I have some sun gold. My first sun gold of the season.
Which one was better?
They're different.
Okay.
Normally I would like sun gold. That one was really sweet, and I think this one could have been left on
Oh, I see. Longer.
a touch longer, but it's good.
I see a lot of beans.
Where
Oh,
are the baskets
so
in
pretty. This is a floret. Zinnia. It's golden hour, which is really, this is what I expect it to look like more, but that's really pretty. There's a lot of beans on the green stalks. Like, we need to just give her some tomatoes. You're going for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beans. Some of them, like, I think it'll be okay because we're going to can them. You're going to cook them real hard.
Yeah, I mean, some of them
Some of them are probably...
past their prime.
Okay, Hazel. Did you miss it here, Hazel? Okay.
What happens when you go out of town and don't have anyone pick your zucchini?
We're gonna like shred that and make zucchini bread.
I guess.
Because of how easy it is to heat up the house right now, we have been avoiding cooking at all costs. That means our regular cooked breakfasts are out the window. Luckily, Casey has been making us overnight oats, and they are ready the moment that you wake up, so that has been nice, and that is what has been saving us in the morning.
Come here. Taste banana-y.
So good. I spilled water everywhere. Look at my big mater. It was ready to go. Well, I picked it right before it was totally ripe when we got back. So now it's ripe. This is the German pink variety. I don't plant a lot of big varieties because I'm the only tomato eater in this house, and you know, I can't eat this whole tomato. I mean, sometimes I can, but most of the time I can't. why you plant the big ones. That's why you plant the heirlooms, is what I meant. Not all big ones. A lot of big ones are disgusting. Or just don't have a lot of flavor. But my favorite tomato is the Sun Gold, which I do have one of those and will be perfect for this, but I just had this one ready and I needed to use it. So. I cut the big one, but really I can only use half of it because it'll be too tomatoey for the non-tomato eaters.
Would you eat more tomatoes in there?
I'd probably cut this whole thing up and eat it in there.
Well, you could put it in your own personal bowl.
Sure. And I might. I mean, I have to eat it now. So that's the thing. I can't save it for later. It'll be gross. So I'll just eat it. It's tough life. Kind of a mess. I added little balls of mozzarella, olives, I call them not olives and just green olives. And then I just poured bottled Italian dressing. I could have made one, but I've cut up so much stuff and we had it, so I just poured store-bought Italian dressing. Sue me. I ended up adding lemon juice, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper to this. And it's good. Very delicious.
Thank you.
Tell them what you're doing.
Today's editing day, so I'm in my comfy clothes on the couch basically all day. I'm taking breaks, but Casey's the food maker today. Thank you.
Here is my plate.
Okay, I still have a couple hours of editing, but I decided to take a break because I want to dye some fabric and it's going to take like 24 hours. I have this dye bath that's been sitting here for over a year now, and it has black walnuts in it, and it's just been soaking. My plan is to dye some fabric in this black walnut. I have some white fabric because I made those 2 sets for our vacation, and I have a 1 pant set and a short set, and I really need more shorts, so I figured I would try to use this because I've had it, and I really want a like brown, maybe taupey color to kind of go with everything, so I'm hoping this looks good. This may seem a little crazy, but I brought out the turkey fryer to do this because I don't want to do this inside. It'll be way too hot. So we'll just put it in the driveway. Let's see if I remember how to light this thing. Let's see. Oh. So I know we're not supposed to get it too hot, so I have a little thermometer, but I'm probably just going to warm it up and then I'm going to put my fabric in when it's the right temperature. Okay, I am
Hang on. There you go.
already sweaty. I'm not like super sweaty, but just from the humidity outside. But here's my fabric. I'm going to wet it all. Casey's working on beans over there. Never ending. Yep. And then I'm gonna get this in the dye bath. It's basically already at the right temperature. The trick is gonna be keeping it that temperature for an hour. Casey and I used to have a clothing company and we hand dyed all of our fabric, and I sewed all the clothes. She sewed sometimes too. But yeah, this was bringing back memories. I know it's very important when you're dyeing like this big piece of fabric to make sure that it's all wet, or else it's gonna have some weird dye marks, kind of like you're tie-dyeing but not. But anyway, I think I've gotten this as wet as possible. And now we're gonna go in to the dye bath. I may have to put more water in here if it's too crowded. We're going for a solid color, but I feel like this could turn out where it has creases and stuff, which is not what we want, but that'd be okay. I think the key to getting this as even as possible is I'm gonna have to come move the fabric, like lift it up and move it around a good amount to make sure that, because see, I can already see how it's doing this like darker, lighter thing right here. It's not the end of the world, just not exactly what I'm going for. So this is going to be a process, which is why I was wanting to start it while I'm editing, because I want the fabric to be ready soon. Alright, I'm going to put the lid on so we can keep the temperature in. We decided to do work outside. And it's like 5 o'clock. You're going to work outside at 5 o'clock. You have to put bug spray on. Or Casey has a really cute outfit on. It's a sun shirt. That's her bug shirt.
Yeah, I hate sunscreen. I mean,
Bug
spray.
This bug spray actually, it's called Clean Feel. It doesn't feel as bad. Like, it doesn't burn your skin. I don't know. I've worn it and I didn't get bit. Are you just like, I just want to mow, like you're on your own? The Three Sisters garden.
I do feel a little like
Mowy?
yeah, because it's gonna rain and it's so low.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna work up there. We planted the Three Sisters garden right before we went to California. And I'm walking up there now because that's what I'm gonna work on. And this will be a little update for you. It's kind of amazing.
Please show our tiny little.
Oh, I just noticed your socks. Well, that's cute. Hi. Okay, this is a redbud tree that we grew. I don't even know if you can tell that. I didn't realize it had leafed out that much. That we grew from a stick, a literal stick. It was so tiny. And we actually planted 2 and the other one died. Or, I mean, it just didn't come back. But I feel proud of that little tree. It's a miracle we haven't mowed it over yet. I feel like we could not do it now. Leave it there. Oh. So all of those over there are pumpkins. There's some corn in here. So the block is like this half is, I think, sweet corn, and that half is popcorn in every 3 rows. And then there's corn, and that one looks like it got eaten. This one, like this, a corn didn't come up, but a bean did, and there's like 800 corns here. But like this is a corn and a bean already growing up it. If you saw our other video, you know that this was like, I mean, we did this so fast, but it's so crazy because I thought about not putting the seeds in the ground before we left because we had so many things to do. But I was just like, oh, if we miss this, we won't get anything. And I'm so glad that we did it because we were gone for 8 days. I think it rained a couple of times. We watered the seeds before we left. And all this stuff is growing, and who knows if we'll actually get everything that we're hoping for. A lot of problems could happen, but it's just so crazy in the summer how fast this stuff starts growing. So plant seeds in the ground. Even if you don't get anything, at least something's growing, and there is a chance of it producing something for you. Now my task is to cut all this down or pull up at whatever I decide. and try to put wood chips in the pathway so that this doesn't keep happening.
Alright, what I'm doing is very visually satisfying, so I told Savannah she should video me doing this, but I'm mowing down the strawberry patch, which I think they could still come back, but we're not sure what we're going to do with this area yet. I think we're going to cover crop it or put grass, I'm not sure. Well, right now I'm going to mow it down. We're going to cover it in a tarp, kill everything, then plant something in its place. But those strawberries, they were just like, every year they get smaller and smaller, and I actually did not enjoy picking out of this patch. We already have like this new patch over here, and it's like a little bit more raised, and they're on a tarp, and it's so much better.
These rows don't seem all that big until you start dumping loads of wood chips on them, and then you're like, that's long. Yesterday, actually it was a couple days ago, we saw these people driving down a road. They were like these big trucks with machines attached to like towed behind them. And the second one I saw, I was like, oh my God, Casey, that's a wood chipper. And when we lived in the city, we were able to get a wood chip drop, no problem. We had way more wood chips than we needed. But out here, you cannot find that unless you just like know of somebody. And when Casey heard me say that there was a wood chipper out there, she ran out there because they were turning around in our driveway. And she was like, do you have wood chips? And they didn't, but they were getting ready to do a job. And they weren't sure if they were going to do it the next day, which was Friday, or next week, which starts tomorrow. And he was like, yeah, I'll dump the wood chips here. And he said he's going to have a ton. So they still haven't done the work yet. So TBD if those come. But if they do, we're going to have endless amounts of wood chips, and we have places for them. So it'll be nice to have that. Right now we have this load that we bought, and we need to mulch everything. I mean, just like any day we choose, we could be mulching something because the weeds are constantly trying to take over. And yeah, that's our plan, is to try to mulch heavily, which is why I'm putting like a really thick layer of mulch in these pathways so that the grasses aren't growing up. Because what happened last year is they just took over and we couldn't keep up with it. And then they went to seed, reseeded everywhere, and that's the seeds that were what grew from those seeds is what we're dealing with right now. And it's a battle that we have to fight this year, or we are going to end up with a garden that is just grass. Casey made us some drinks. Element. What flavor did you get?
Citrus.
What's mine?
Citrus.
Oh, both citrus.
Hey, get a grip.
Nothing better. Well, I mean, maybe.
Tell me about how she lives in California. And you can hit it every way.
Okay, the first row is done. That's all we're doing today. I actually feel like there could be another tiny layer on this section, but it's already really thick. So it looks uneven, but like the pathway looks like this big and this big, but I'm done. Casey said she wanted to just mow a little bit more before she's done, but I'm gonna go start the shower train because this is gross. Oh yes. Oh, it's a huge.
got a lot of green in it.
Oh yeah.
Ours did not have that much. When we gotten wood chips in the past, I've never noticed the green leaves in there before, and I'm sure it has to do with time of year. Cause I honestly don't remember what time of year we got the wood chips, but there are so many leaves and wood, which is perfect. That's really what you want. It's ideal. It'll break down, and you want both of those matters, the wood and the green. So very exciting.
Very exciting. Our first chip drop in the country. Love it. I'm also a little confused if they're bringing more. Actually, we came home yesterday expecting them to have dropped chips and they hadn't, so we thought we weren't getting any, but then they just showed up with those. But when Casey had talked to the guy before, he said he could fill that whole space up with wood chips. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but still a good amount for what we need. It's that time of year again when we are freezing tomatoes because we really, right now we don't have too many to eat at once, but not enough to preserve. So I'm putting an X at the bottom of each of them, putting them in here. I'm also taking the core out. And the whole reason I'm putting the X on the bottom is that when we defrost them to preserve them, the skin will just peel right off. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like peeling off right now. That's weird. Anyway, Okay, this is the start of our tomato bag. I'm gonna put this in the freezer and we'll just add to it, and hopefully we'll have a good amount of these filled up. They said goodbye. Those were our neighbors' cows visiting again, but they did not, when they heard me, they ran off. They said, bye, not worth it. They're going down the street. I don't know if you can see, but they're walking. Hazel, stay. Hazel, come back. I know, she heard I think she just heard them. They're
playing in our neighbor's wood chips over there. Getting frisky. They're like slinging them in the air. It's hilarious.
And as you can see, they actually came back and brought us another wood chip pile. So we have 2 really giant wood chip piles now, which we're all very happy about. These are growing so fast. The whole Pyrenees pack is here. Hello. They came with the neighbors and now they're here with us while they're looking for their cows. Those are puppies.
Hi, Ellie. Are you being a nice
Is that
girl?
Ellie or oh, I see. I don't know. She seems to be okay right now. Also, just want y'all to know that the parents were Johnny Rose's best friends, basically. They would go visit each other, basically. And now they have puppies, and they would all just be in our driveway together. This one, are you worried about Hazel? We put Hazel away because they're just big dogs, and it seems okay, but she also has beef with big dogs.
Look.
Are they just like following you around? Hi, Ellie. So I've drained the water, the diet bath from the fabric. It's really sat too long. I mean, there's not really a too long. It just doesn't do anything after a certain amount of time, but it's looking very light because it's still wet. And in that, it's gonna dry really a whole lot lighter. So I'm probably going to take this to the laundromat and wash it because our washer and dryer is still not connected. But I'm afraid it's gonna be way too late. So I'm trying to decide if I want to dye it again. Biggest one we have. We should weigh it.
We had quite a lot of problems. This isn't even fully really vacuum sealed, but basically it just wouldn't seal and vacuum because it's so wet. And this is brand new. So I'm not impressed, but I also know that was a lot for it to overcome because so much water was coming out.
I'm throwing together a garden dinner / what's in the freezer dinner. Casey froze this rice yesterday, but I'm gonna make a stir fry or fried rice out of it. But I'm also using this thing from the freezer that is Korean barbecue style chicken. So the chicken's already cooked and the rice is already cooked. We just have to fry it up. And I'm using things from the garden. I have 2 pieces of okra, literally. I got that. Wow. 1 zucchini, some little onions that are done in the garden but aren't going to get any bigger, and some garlic. And that all came from our garden. We're going to put it all together. Okay, it's looking a little bit like mush, but it tastes good, and that's all that matters. So we've got garden veggies, that already cooked chicken and rice, and we're done. Oh, and I ended up putting eggs in here because who doesn't love fried rice with eggs or whatever this is?
Look what something very exciting came today. Let's.
We know
look
what
at
it is.
We know what it is, but blah 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 blah
Blah, 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 blah.
Yay!
It's our plaque for hitting 100,000 subscribers. Hey, Wanderer. Our
So
play button.
thank you for subscribing and watching and liking and commenting and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Seriously, it has kind of changed our lives. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, and we can't wait to show you what we are doing next. Also, I wanted to say something about our Amazon wish list. We have shut that down. We've gotten so many amazing gifts from all of you, and I wanted to say thank you to Gigi, Rhonda, Rain, and Kathleen, because we have received gifts from you guys in the past couple of months and haven't
Been able to include that in content.
in any of the videos. Yes, but it is shut down.
If you do want to support us, if you're like bummed out or I don't know, if you are interested in supporting us, you can down in the description we always have an option to buy us a coffee, which is essentially just a service where you can donate money, and
Yeah.
that money just goes to
Doing more projects.
do more projects. And even though we have hit 100,000 subscribers, we could still use more money. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes. We maybe in the future will have a different way for you to support us. Maybe some products. I don't know. If you have any ideas of things you think you'd want, you can leave it below and let us know. But of course, when that happens, we'll let you know.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.